Hi, I'm Amber from Amber's Craft Week blog. Today's video is a follow-up video to an earlier video I did as part of my Heyday series. You may have already seen my paper doll video in which I turned myself into a paper doll. If you haven't watched that one yet, I would recommend watching that one first because for this video I'm going to be assuming that you've already traced out your doll. There are a couple of things that I wasn't completely satisfied about with this doll. One was that I'm not very good at coloring with colored pencils, so if you look up close, you can see that the doll looks kind of streaky. There are places where her skin is kind of like patchy, you can see the white showing through. And then my other issue was that I didn't feel like I had enough colors to play around with. And so I decided I would see if I could make a better version of the doll. So here's a preliminary prototype of the new doll. She doesn't have an outfit yet because as soon as I figured out that my technique was going to work okay, I just wanted to get started on filming this video. But you can see that her skin is a lot less patchy. The colors are a lot smoother. I did use colored pencil to give her hair a little bit of texture, but otherwise I just filled in the color using the computer. And I think it works a lot better this way. So the first technique, the first video works very well as a standalone video if your recipient would really have a lot of fun coloring in their doll. But if you want a more professional looking doll, you may want to also consider using the techniques that I outline in this video. To make this video, you will need photocopies of your doll and your doll's outfits, a black pen. You will also need access to a color printer with scanner, and a computer that has photo editing software. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is darken up the lines of our doll using a black gel pen or fine-tipped marker. The reason for this is that when we scan our picture in, if we use the pencil lines, it's going to be hard to flood fill because the computer is probably not going to pick up on all the lines. It's going to see some of them as gray or white. And so by going ahead and tracing it with a black pen, we're going to make it so that when we scan it in, the computer recognizes that they are solid lines, and we can just go ahead to flood filling. So now we have our doll traced. If you make a few small errors, this should be relatively easy to fix once you get your doll into your computer. Like if you look at this thumb here, I kind of went over the thumb a little bit when I was tracing. We should be able to fix that. Next, you'll want to repeat this process on your doll's outfit. I've already gone ahead and done this. Once you've traced your doll and your doll's outfit, the next thing you want to do is scan both of these into your computer. You'll want to scan them in as image files. Alright, so I have scanned in our images. The first thing we're going to want to do is open up our images with Microsoft Office Picture Manager, and we're going to increase the contrast. So that everything that on here that's black becomes darker and everything on here that's supposed to be white becomes lighter. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to open it with Paint, Microsoft Paint. And this is where I'm going to be doing any editing. If there are imperfections or things that I want to clean up and fix up, we're going to do that in here. So here we have our image in its full size. And one thing I noticed was that my eyes did not come out the same size. Now a lot of times in pictures they don't look the same size anyway, so it's not too surprising they ended up being different sizes here. But when I traced them, one eye ended up starting to look a lot smaller than the other. So I'm just going to go ahead and enlarge this eye a little bit to match. Now I want to clean up some of the issues around my fingers because I did not do a fantastic job tracing those. So we're going to go with the smallest size eraser, and we're going to zoom in all the way. In fact, we're probably even going to zoom in more than 100%. So everything's going to look really pixelated here for a few, but that's okay. And I'm going to clean up this nail. And so now that we've mostly fixed our stray marks, we're going to go ahead and save this, and then we're going to open it up using Paint Shop Pro. Alright, so I have the black and white version of Paper Amber open in Paint Shop Pro. I also opened up the colored in version that I made yesterday so that I can just take the colors in it to kind of speed up this whole process. Before we go ahead and color this in, I'm going to go over to colors and decrease color depth to 2 colors, and they're going to be the grayscale values. And what this is going to do is it's going to make every pixel in the image either black or white. So those gray ones we had in the middle before, they're all gone. Alright, so now Paper Amber is colored in. We're going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to go in and color in the outfit, and then I'll be right back. So now that we have Paper Amber and her outfit colored in, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get them ready for printing. The tricky thing is making sure that the doll and the outfit remain the same size. So the first thing I'm going to do to try and ensure this is we're going to go to Custom Margins. And we're just going to give it no margins. And we're going to ignore it. Then we're going to go over here to our page, and we're going to drag our images into here. And so this should basically be the full size that it was before that we scanned in. And since they're both were on the same size paper, when we print them, they should also print out to be the same size. So we're going to do the same thing with Paper Amber. And so now we have Paper Amber and the outfit both ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and print them and see how it works. And here's the finished doll. Unfortunately, I was out of cardstock, which meant I had to print this on plain paper. So the colors didn't come out as vibrant as on the doll you saw earlier. However, compared to this doll I made, you can see that my major concerns were alleviated. You know, the skin color, and all the colors are a lot more even. It's not patchy like it was before. And I can pick from any number of colors. I mean, it lets me have up to 16 million colors, which is a lot. So the one thing that I don't like about this version is that the lines look really thick, so I think next time I do something like this, I'd want to go through with a finer pen. But I think on the whole, this is a nice technique. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd love it if you gave it a like. If you want to see more craft tutorials, then you may want to subscribe. If you like crafts in general, you can check out my craft blog, amberscraftweek.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day!